Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
J&W Services, Linco Distributors, Midland, Texas. You need them on your team. They can do. I'm amazed. I don't think there's anything they can't do hardly in the oil and gas business. And these are Red Raiders and Brent Beck, Scott Blakely, Cade Walton, and they'd love to help you. Whoever you are, they'd love to help you. Give them a call. Go see them.
And they're one of the main reasons we're on in Midland, Odessa. And today, by the way, David, is our anniversary in Midland, Texas.
So thank
Midland and Odessa.
KCRS 550 AM. We appreciate it.
I have no idea how many years we've been on down there, but it's double digits.
Yeah, it's 10, 12, 13.
I'll find out one of these days. How are you doing?
That's Gary Ashby, Christian.
Gary.
How you doing?
Christian Anderson. Good to meet you, brother.
Well, it's good to meet you.
Good to see you, man.
Well, if his name's Christian, too, we could have just tried to slough him off his...
All good, man. All good.
Well, that'll even him up with us.
Look, he's shorter than us. Hey, we do that on purpose.
I see you
people. I don't know where the deal is.
It's all good.
Anyway,
all right.
Christian Anderson Sr., the daddy, and of Christian Anderson Jr., who is a Texas Tech great, and the daddy of Lukai Anderson, who is a junior at Trinity, and he had a heck of a tournament, all tournament. At the Caprock basketball tournament.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He was unbelievable. I thought we're sitting down there at Monterey. I think he was at Monterey. And Lukai, he catches the ball down on the baseline on the other end, and he does a step back three, nothing but net from the corner.
Sounds like his big brother.
I just looked at his daddy. We went, I mean, it was sweet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's been working on it for a long time.
Well, he played great. Thank you for being here today.
Oh, man. I'm
back to Lukai. What's he classified as?
Junior.
He's a junior.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 16 years old.
6'4".
6'4", 180. Obviously came up here because it's a bigger brother,
Yeah.
And had to find him a situation. Both of them went to private school in Atlanta. So I put him in private school.
He's at a good place, isn't he?
Yeah.
He got
working on it.
Yeah, it's like legendary coaches over there coaching him.
Yeah. Legendary.
The Sutton family.
Yeah.
Sean Sutton's on the bench.
Yeah.
At Trinity.
Is that right?
Spencer is the head coach, his son, but Sean Sutton is now on the bench at Trinity Christian.
Yeah, he's helping a little bit this year, and it's our second year there, so it's doing pretty good. Won the Cap Rock. That was good.
Yeah, double overtime against us. That was
a tough one. That was a tough one, man.
And Christian, your son, was there.
Yeah, he always comes.
Does he have any comments when he's watching? Does he say?
He's always picking on his brother, man. They always competing. That's just never going to change. But no, they love each other. They've been doing all their work together since they were little babies, man. And they've been doing this for a long time.
I like that love each other because that gives us a decent chance out at Tech to get baby brother.
Oh, man.
Well, this guy loves Tech right here.
Oh, yeah. We support Tech 100%, man. Love Coach, the coaching staff, and, came in here a couple of years ago, and I can't say nothing short of amazing.
When you talk about loving Coach can dish out some tough love.
Well,
I'm assuming it's love. It's tough.
I tell you what's tougher than anybody, life. Yeah. Life is a lot tougher than anybody could ever be. You know what I mean? And basketball's right behind it. The business of basketball is right behind tough. So what Coach is really doing, you got a choice, You got a choice to make. You can dress it up real nice, but it ain't nice.
Yeah.
Or you can just dress it up for what it is and deliver that with intensity.
Well, all right. My next question was going to be, as a parent, how do you handle that tough love? It sounds like you embrace it.
Well, I played professional basketball for a decade or so. Been traveling the globe for this game for like 30 years. So, what I've come to realize as a player is that you really don't understand coaches that well because you have your own little small perspective on life.
Yeah.
But basketball is a community game. It's a team game.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a catch-22. You have to be your individual best, but you have to be also a great teammate, which is almost like, how do you find that balance, right?
Yeah.
And that's what that is. Coach is trying to bring out your individual best and also be a great teammate. And that you can't do with nice talk. It's a competitive game. It's
sweet talking.
It's the most competitive game, man. And if you realize there's only 400 people playing that game as a profession, 400.
Yeah.
Then I mean, at this level, people have aspirations. You know what I mean? So I have no problem whatsoever with any type of intensity. It's just got to be genuine. It got to make sense. And then you do it your way, because we sign up for that coach. And every coach has a different way of doing things.
Well, we talked at the Caprock tournament. Christian and Coach McCaslin was there. And he tries to get up kind of out of the way. He's actually watching video during the game of Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
but
he's a workhorse.
He just gets to see his son Beckett, who's on the Trinity team.
Oh, wow.
He's a freshman, and he is a
Beckett this year. And Jet last year.
Yeah, Jet. Now they'll see you. Yeah. But anyway, we got talking about when Grant was here and he played City League ball with us, Church League.
That's right.
With Lance Hughes, Stan Bonowitz. And so we decided we're going to come back, Grant, and me and Christian are going to get us a team together.
Oh, man. We got to get our knees together first.
Hey, I'm just going to stand in one spot.
All right, how old are you, Christian?
51.
Okay, y'all can be the over 50 league. Don't be trying to play those 18-year-olds.
No,
they will box y'all clean out.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
But it was so fun. The Caprock tournament is so fun. You just get to see so many old basketball friends, and it was so great. But let's get a little bit to your history, because you were born in Berlin, Germany.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And December the 4th, 1974. Gary and I were at Tech.
Oh, well, God dang.
We were. We got out of high school in 71 and 73. We got out of high school.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
But you played basketball over there. You played on several teams, pro ball.
Yeah.
And how in the world did y'all end up? And I saw a picture. And explain this to me. Of you and Christian with some guy from Michigan. Y'all had Michigan stuff on.
Oh, yeah.
He had a Michigan jersey on. What's going on there?
Well, the fast version
seems like a fair question. Right?
No. It's just like it's almost like, it's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
So you got two boys that's devoted their life to basketball when they were little, which is really a little bit shunned up on. People love to hear, Daddy, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
The earlier they said, the more proud you get. Preferably pass through college early, get all these AP courses. But when you do it with basketball, it's like, all right, little fella, next lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But
not if you're his dad. I mean, you're going to think, yeah, that's very achievable.
Yeah, for sure, because I know the trade, right?
Yeah.
So you don't approach it from, again, goes back to me assessing coaches. I don't do it on an emotional basis. I do it on what makes sense. You know what I mean? And how do my kids fit into that system for them? Because the coach, to me, man, I mean, in the game, that's the guy that orchestrates everything. You know what I mean? And who he wants out there and who he doesn't want out there is very important. So we did that with Jawan Howard. I think he was 14 when Jawan Howard came to a live period in Atlanta. We were also at a very small school, just like Trinity. And they had like 500 coaches in there, a bunch of assistant coaches, live period. Everybody came out after COVID. And he saw Chris. One of my guys talked to him and kind of got his attention, and then Chris was on his knees and doing like little circles, running circles around 2 feet taller kids, and was very unselfish with it, and had 30 points and won the game with these little guys that should be playing tennis and chess and baseball guys. You know what I mean? Playing against these big old city boys. Unintimidated. Yeah. So what happens is he offered him, man, at 14 years old. Man, he's 5'5", 100 pounds. And he offered him a scholarship. So people thought it was a hoax. Actually,
Michigan.
To the University of Michigan, offered by the head coach of the year, Jawan Howard. So, luckily
14.
At 14, but more, at 5'5".
Yeah.
So So of course, what I did was I was like, hey, if this guy's doing that, it looks weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we committed to Michigan 4 years ago in 2021.
My God.
And then he got fired, unfortunately, right when we was on the way up there, ready to move up there to Michigan, and he got fired, and then we had to, within days, find a new school.
And you found Texas Tech.
Wouldn't think it'd be that hard. It wasn't like, but you had to find the right school to fit you.
No, it was unbelievably hard.
Yeah.
Because he's still only 5'11".
Yeah.
So he could have been guessing back then, okay, maybe he's going to be the size of his dad, 6'6", whatever, you know what I mean? He's still 5'10", 5'11".
No, he's tall. I'm
saying at the time.
Okay.
Right?
He walked up to me and I go, you're bigger than I thought.
Yeah, no.
Just backhand him.
But this is where McCassin comes in also, right? Like the kid is still 5'10", 5'11", right? And he has accolades out the wazoo. But people have a tendency to only go with what they know. You know what I mean? So if barbecue's amazing here, right? Mm-hmm. And I bring you the best sushi in the world, you just ain't going to appreciate it. You just think it's raw fish, you know what I mean? You're just not going to go with it, right? So that's kind of what happened. Flew super under the radar. We had to find a school from May 1st to May the 15th. We had 2 weeks to find a new school.
My God.
And it's not about finding a school, it's finding a great system where you can play and produce and, you know what I mean? And coach. And AC and the coaching staff, they all, Linder, all those guys, they gave him a chance.
Well, the good thing with Grant is when he walked up to Chris, he goes, man, you're tall.
Yeah, man.
That's because Grant's short.
What? Hey, man. What I always say, man, they're giants in little bodies, man.
He is one.
And
he is.
When he looks in the mirror, it's a giant in there, and I don't
That's
say
a
that.
great way.
I don't say that casually.
I hear you.
We came back in the business of basketball at this point. Nobody comes back. Nobody's loyal. Everybody's chasing the money.
Yeah.
And I thought what Coach did there by putting that little Minnie Mouse out there on the court. He doesn't have. He doesn't evaluate the game like most people do. And he's a fighter, and he came out had different levels under his belt before he got here. So I think he's an awesome, awesome guy, man. I think genuinely that he's maybe the best coach out there.
I agree.
Because it's so much more than X's and O's.
Yeah.
It's about evaluating people and putting them out there, getting the best, I call it squeezing blood out of a rock. He can do that very much so.
Well, Christian, up in Madison Square Garden against Duke, Christian said that in one of the last timeouts, we were behind still. Mm-hmm. And Coach McCaslin has them gathered around and said, we are going to win this game.
Yeah, he's a strong believer, man.
And you just
and it's just not, that's what that intensity is, right? You have to infuse that into your team.
Yeah.
So they never give up, and my son is built for that.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't give up.
He was phenomenal at the end of the Duke game.
Yeah,
it was unreal how good he was.
Well, y'all talked about that earlier about, you got to be the best you can be, but be the best you can be as a teammate too.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just sitting there thinking, I thought this with Aaliyah Chavez last year. When you're dribbling down the court, in your heart of hearts that if you pass the ball to somebody, they're not going to be able to shoot as good as you.
Yeah.
So that's something that he's got, because you got to include, everybody's got to be included. But I thought in the Duke game, at a certain point, and you called him Chris, and you called him Chris earlier. Mm-hmm. Y'all are the only two people I've ever heard call him Chris.
Well, that's how you know people don't know him, because he's very adamant about Chris.
Do we want to call him Chris?
Oh, absolutely. He'll get mad at you. Yeah, you can't call him Christian, because everybody call me Chris, and when you say Christian, that means you don't know Chris Anderson. You know what I'm saying? But that's just one of those things.
That's a good word for everybody.
We're in Texas, man, so everybody's getting hip to it. You know?
Good.
Yeah, call him Chris for sure.
Call him Chris. But anyway, at the Duke game, I think he finally thought, okay, and Grant might have told him this, said, hey, need to shoot a little more.
Go win the game.
Because when you pass it to somebody, they're not going to be.
Yeah, well, that's a great point, by the way.
Thank you.
I think that's a dilemma.
Well, the reason he knows that is Gary played a little city and church league ball with me.
Okay, that's why.
And we wouldn't throw it to him at the end.
No. and nor should they have.
That's hilarious, man. Oh, man, no, you guys are awesome. I think everybody, that has that dilemma. You think you can shoot it. Well, fact of the matter is, no matter how good you are at shooting the basketball, you're not going to win a game against 5 guys by yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care what league you playing in. And if you do it one day, you ain't going to do it the second day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have to be always a symbiosis between the guys. And the better and faster you do it, the more successful you can be. I feel like you got to be 100%. A lot of people do studying and scouting the other team.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more invested into myself. So what good is it if I'm 50% and then I'm trying to scout the other team? Mm-hmm. Let's scout us to 51%, to 60%, to 100%. Once we 100%, then we can worry about what the other guys are doing. And usually that's never the case anyway, So I'm more on that anyway.
Now you played you played at College of Charleston.
Yeah.
And Virginia Union. You got out in 2000.
I started in JUCO first, though. Two years of junior college in Atlanta, where I ended up coaching, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went back a few years later and ended up being the head coach for the girls over there for a few years.
Girls? That's great.
Well, because the guy was still there, man. The guy started the program and shut it back down. You know what I mean? It's one of the most legendary coaches down in the South. One of the first black coaches at Auburn, you know what I mean? And so he opened up a little spot down there in 1974.
1974.
Yeah. No, I started the program in 93, I think, and then shut it back down in 13. So.
All right, hang on here. We're fixing to go to a break. But I want you to tell us about Yolanda. Milan. Yes, does she say Milan?
Milan, yes, sir.
Okay. You got a little girl.
Well, I got an oldest girl, too, though, that nobody knows because she's in Chicago right now. But her name is Alondra. So then I got Yolanda, the wife.
How long have you and Yolanda been married?
Hey, man, now you put me on the spot again.
Well, that's bad. 10 seconds.
Give me like 24 years, 25 years.
Okay,
yes,
good.
Sir.
Good answer.
Right.
We'll be right back. Chris Anderson's here with us, the daddy of Chris Anderson.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Now here, roof-wise, 3 roofs they've done for me.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you got the opportunity to use roof-wise, do it.
Did y'all get wood shingle?
Yes.
No, you didn't. Nobody gets wood shingle anymore.
No.
Anyway, they can do them all, whatever you want.
You bet.
Roof-wise, they'll take care of Mighty Wash, locations all over Lubbock, Texas, and they do such a fantastic job. They're all over the Permian Basin, eastern New Mexico, and make them your car wash because you'll be proud that you did. Mighty Wash. Mission Service Company, this is my son Tanner, and they do all kinds of stuff, but landscaping, Christmas tree lights, swimming pools. He's building swimming pools. For some reason, he's advertising that a bunch right now in the middle of the winter, but I guess you have it ready for summer. And the other thing is they spray oil pads, stack yards, everything to do with the oil and gas business. They kill the weeds because you can't have weeds on those things. And he's got a part of his company that does that. So call 806-632-6325 and ask for the Thetford and Ashby discount, 632-6325, and you'll get a discount. That's up here in Sundown, Levelland, wherever you got oil stuff. They'll do it. Even we had a buddy call him and say, hey, my alley needs to be sprayed. And they went over there and sprayed it. Okay. Here in Lubbock. All right, you got to hold that mic close.
I got you.
Chris Anderson's here, the daddy of Chris Anderson Jr., and the husband to Yolanda for 24 years. Something like that. And you've got 25 years.
24, 25, man. I'm losing track, man. Just like with my age.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, and he has 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
We know about Lukai at Trinity and Chris at Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got an older daughter that's in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. She's 23 years old. Mm-hmm.
What does she do?
She does a lot of things, man. She's a freelancer. She's in school.
Okay.
And just figuring out things, you know.
And then you got a 3-year-old?
I
should have told you to bring Yolanda and the 3-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, it got late yesterday. You know, we was at the game, and then I had to work with Chris for a little bit longer and then watch Lukai's game, so I didn't really get to sleep till like 2 o'clock, and then so yeah, it's always a process. Brother.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. What's the little one's name?
Milan.
Yes,
yeah,
Milan.
Yes,
I said it right earlier.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Milan.
absolutely. Yeah, she's all sunshine, man.
Well, your wife is all sunshine.
Yeah.
Does she like you pretty good?
She's amazing, man.
I couldn't believe she's got such a spirit, positive.
Yeah, no,
spirit.
and there's nothing fake about that. It's a very unique individual, man. I was blessed to meet out there in Virginia.
Yeah.
And she got an unbelievable family, and we just kind of connected. I definitely didn't want to date in college, to stay focused. That's that one lady that got me off a track. So
Wished I'd have thought of that.
well, hey, man, you try to get things done, but she was everything. She was worth it, man. And came overseas with me, my first gig in Israel, whatever, Switzerland and Germany, and just been doing this for a long time. That's why it's so simple for us to just pack up and leave and come to Lubbock. Because it's always been a family situation. So my kids are in basketball because of what we're doing. Usually it's like the parents are in basketball with the kids doing.
Yeah.
Which is a big difference here. So
y'all are awesome.
Well, did you played, I'm going to assume, several places overseas.
Yeah.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams that college players would make more money than the pro players?
No, but that's just one of those blessings, man. It's all about timing, man. It should have happened 100 years ago, so it just happened now. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe because we here, but no. It's something that should have been that way. It should have been that way a long time ago. So I don't condone, or let's just say I'm not a proponent of the way they doing it.
Yeah.
But it's so necessary. I mean, everybody's making hundreds and millions of dollars and billions of dollars. And the players, they can't take a pair of shoes in the past, and
couldn't afford to go home for Christmas and things like that.
But I think the bigger part is more like how much you was shunned up on if you did something like this, like how you morally, unethically, the worst person in the world, and then the next year it's like, all right, you can get $1 million.
You say that, Chris, and Barry Switzer, the longtime coach at Oklahoma, football coach, and Dallas Cowboys. All right. He got in trouble for sending a kid home for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
He goes, I don't know, he spent $250.
Right.
And Barry Switzer said, well, you're just going to have to fire me because I'm doing it. And I'm sending these kids. We're going to take care of these kids. It's ridiculous. Wow. And he was right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of over the top now. It's over the top with our coaches' salaries. I would have never dreamed that coaches' salaries would be where they are today.
Well, but then you got to start at the top. You can't talk about the players' salaries, can't talk about the coaches' salaries if you don't talk about TV rights. So if everybody in their mama's watching it and is making $1 trillion now, why you want to keep the salaries in place, right? So it's all tied to popularity, right, and how much money that business makes. Yeah. So it went from hundreds of millions of dollars to billions of dollars to now maybe $1 trillion, right? No. So you just make the adjustment, and that's all that is, So same thing with radio guys, right?
Yeah, well, of course,
if they air you in China, you know what I'm saying, and this show makes $100 million, do you want do it for free, or you want to do it for $10,000, or you want your fair share, or it's just how business works.
Fair share to answer your question.
There you go.
Yeah, fair share.
There you go. Yeah.
And we're not doing quite that much, you said, but we're proud to have what we have, and we're very thankful for our sponsors.
Hey, everyone is. We are too, man. Yeah. We're grateful for everything that's coming our way.
Well, it's how are we doing with Cody Campbell?
Don't know.
You can get him?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 50-50 at this juncture.
I mean, Cody Campbell's going to be on the phone. He's in Fort Worth.
That's what you got going on. Oh, man, that's big time.
Yeah, he owes us money. No, he doesn't. Cody, you talk about a great Red Raider and making a lot of this stuff happen for Texas Tech.
Unreal.
He is absolutely
unreal.
Tremendous. Mm-hmm. You speak German?
Yeah, for sure.
You do?
Daily, man. My brother.
You speak it daily?
Yeah, my brother's on the phone all the time. My best friend, I'm on the phone with him every day. Yeah.
So your brother just speaks German
to me, but he does.
To me.
But he does. He does live in Miami.
Okay.
He has his family in Miami. He runs a great business down there.
Y'all got a great family, don't you?
I mean,
you don't have to brag. I can see it.
We blessed, man. You
are blessed. You know the Culvers.
I do know the Culvers.
You know Jarrett and Hiawatha and Regina?
I don't know Jarrett, but I know his dad and Regina.
Y'all are similar.
No, well, I know them, because my daughter is is in school there at the YWCA, which they run in.
Oh, yeah, Regina runs that.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that place. They got great teachers over there. And
Hiawatha's still preaching?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to one of his services.
Good.
I've been to one.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He's
a good guy.
I mean, it's an amazing family. I get the same vibe here, Chris.
Okay.
From your family.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's an honor for both of y'all.
Yeah, man, it should be, man. You know, he still got his sons running around close proximity. You know, that's always a blessing.
JJ's been over playing where you played, over in Israel, and
he's in Japan right now.
Well, that's Jared.
Oh, that's Jared. That's right.
Yeah,
JJ is okay.
He scored 100 points in a game. JJ did.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man.
How many points you score in a game?
My highest only been like 50, man. So.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I know it sucks. But it was a pro-am though. It wasn't no high school or nothing like that. There was some pros involved in that 50 piece, man. So.
I figured.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's something else. I'll ask you about the Michigan Wolverines. I saw that picture and I go, well, that's weird.
Yeah, we was actually talked to Fran Fanchilla yesterday, and
you like Fran?
Picture. Yeah, I mean, he's a great personality, man. He's a big-time guy, been around the block, man. Anytime you got people with that much extensive experience in life, whether they do it this way or that way, I try to not judge people on what they do, I try to judge people on how they do it.
Good.
Right? So he's been around, man, and he's a firecracker, man. And he got his sons, one of his sons working at the Washington Wizards organization, and the other one is assistant coaching for Harvard. So,
wow.
Yeah, he's
Fran Fanchilla.
Yeah, Fran Fanchilla did an awesome job with his family, man.
Yeah,
and,
well, that's good to know.
Seen a lot. Yeah, so
sometimes I think he's for Kansas.
Well,
he's like a Bill Self.
Yeah, and you got to understand that. Look at your desk, man. So everybody's going to have a bias. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to have a bias for something. You know what I mean? And you can't knock that, man. The awesome part is he's promoting the game on TV, making it a better product, and you have to appreciate people like that for sure.
Well, he does promote it, and he loves basketball.
Oh man,
I mean, he loves it.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, we got a high school game playing at the same time as Texas Tech.
That sucks today.
What?
Yeah, I'm torn. That's a dilemma that Lukai has, because he got it better than Chris and worse than Chris. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he has to. I can't be at both games. I can't.
Does Yolanda go to one and you?
Yeah. We usually do it that way. Mm-hmm.
Well, they play exactly at 1:00.
You know what? I was using that just as an example. I didn't know it's actually happening today.
Trinity plays at 1.
Oh, you didn't? You just
I was just going to use it as an example.
That's funny, man.
What time they play?
Well, I think our game is at 12 our time, and then Trinity is at 1:30. So I have to.
You can maybe get a little.
Yeah, I may have to run over there.
Who they playing today? Trinity. Who knows?
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
No idea.
The key is knowing where they play.
Yeah, well, they play at Trinity.
And that I also don't even really know at this point.
I'll find out.
So it's like I just go from game to game, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get ready for the Cowboys,
Yeah, they only lost one game.
Man.
What's the deal with the Big 12? My gosh, it's good. And I'll tell you, the best team in the country I've seen is Michigan. And they have just wore people. They beat Gonzaga by 30.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how good they are.
They've lost a game, haven't they, or have they not?
No,
I think they're still undefeated.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're one of the few. But you can't go by that, man. You got to go by the strength of schedule. I think that was awesome this year. We forfeited that with great games. Like those secure games, bye games, and stuff like that. We played some real tough competition. I feel like we already went halfway through the Big 12.
Oh,
because
we played really good competition.
Only number 1, number 3. Down the line, Purdue's
not afraid of anybody.
All right, Fort Worth All Saints plays at Trinity Christian at 1:30.
Okay, I got you.
So you get to see some of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how good Fort Worth All Saints is, but Trinity Christian can play. They are good.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about Tech's schedule as tough as it is. Are there enough good teams for Trinity Christian to play to, be And I'm not even going to say be ready for the playoffs because, you just don't know.
Well, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, you better get ready to be your 100% best self before you worry about who you're playing against.
Yeah.
And then once
Take
you
care
got
of yourself.
once you got
ready.
that going, and they got plenty to do on that end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got to get a lot better, a lot more cohesive, and understand what this game is about, because they don't know that well right now.
I hear you. They're still working on it.
Yeah. It's very much in progress.
Well, it's so fun to watch them play, and I'm so glad y'all are in Lubbock. I'm so
man.
glad
we
you're
enjoy
at
it. We enjoy it, man.
We hope you'll stay the whole time.
Yes, sir.
And let them both grow up. And go. Lakai, some people say, well, Chris is a lot better than Lakai. I don't know about this age. You would know at this age.
Yeah, that's funny that you say that, because they met Chris last year.
Yeah,
so how you
I know it. And
so what you comparing the 16 to the 18, 19-year-old?
Yeah.
So but that's another thing, right? Like, people are just so willing to make unqualified statements about things, right? And and last year,
that's the way of the world now.
Well,
Making unqualified
like
statements.
when Chris came in here last year, you thought he was going to play 35 minutes. You was like, who's this little kid?
Yeah.
What is he doing here, right? Yeah. So now he's doing that. Oh, the brother, he's not that good. Like, so everybody has these weird takes, but they're not weird. They're just like, we just talking. We ain't got nothing else to do.
Well, I've seen the brother play. Lakai, he can play.
Lukai he's gifted, and
he is gifted.
Man, he ran his first 3 miles at 4 years old, man. So he has something.
Hold it. He ran 3 miles.
Okay, I'm explaining it to you, man. Like, Chris started basketball at 1 years old, at 1, and then when he was 4, and what I mean by that is, he shot the ball and hustled after it. Like, I was like, wow, like, baby, he's serious about this. Like, he's been doing it for like hours, like chasing the ball, shooting, and so I was like, you know what? I got a daughter already. She's 5. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to have a basketball kid. But if he's doing it this way, it's my obligation. And I always looked at it as an obligation to work with him specified. You know what I mean? Yeah. He enjoys the game, loves the game, but he also wants to get better. And Lukai ran right there with him, worked with him. They shot. I mean, sometimes they was working out till 10 o'clock at night, and they was like 6 and 3. And I
love it.
Yeah, so
I love it.
Yeah, and I'm talking about 3 miles in one piece at 4 years old. I mean, I don't know how long it took. But his brother kept pushing him, and just mind you, he only 7 years old running the 3 miles and helping his brother. So that's how they've been doing it. It's very special.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Why were they running 3 miles? Was it like a?
Yeah. So this is what my son asked me when he was really small. He said, "Why are you making me do this now?" Right? This is similar, not in those words. And I said, well, from what I know is you can do it 2 ways. You can do it the easy way, like everyone else, the first 18 years, and then you're going to struggle till you're 90, right? The next 70 years. Or you can do it the other way around. You make it really hard the first 18 years, and then you cruise into the sunset the way you want to do it. And he decided to do it the hard way first.
You need to write a book.
Absolutely.
You do need to write a book.
Will happen. See, it's like you don't understand what these kids are doing, right?
That's great. That's great counsel.
Yeah.
I mean, better than great.
Yeah. I mean, because they're putting it into play. You can talk all day, but they actually implementing it, and that's why it's so much fun. Yeah.
God, it's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. And I think it pays great dividends.
Well, they're blessed to have you and Yolanda as parents, I can tell you that.
Hey, man, we love it, man. We love it.
It's so fun.
We love it.
Well, Chris, you going to stay or you going to go?
What we got?
It's 10 o'clock.
Okay, and the game starts. What time the game starts?
12.
Oh,
12.
Man, yeah, I got some time.
Okay, we'll see if we get Cody Campbell. We'll be right back.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Plains Capital Bank, ride with the good guys. I talked to David Quintanilla. He said that's been a long time slogan, ride with the good guys. He said we're bringing it back because that's who they are, the huge Texas Tech supporters, Lubbock area community, youth sports. That's what they do. And they got locations all over the city of Lubbock. big time banking. They've got all state of the art banking on your computer, your phone, whatever you want to do. But what us old guys like, now you wouldn't be an old guy yet, Chris, but we like to go in the bank. That's what it's crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
There's kids that are 25, 30. They've never been in a bank.
No, man.
Because they just do it on their phone. Go to Plains Capital Bank. You'll like it. All right, Chris Anderson's here, the senior version of Chris Anderson.
Yes,
His
sir.
son is playing today at 12 o'clock out at the USA against the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Damn.
Now, when are we going to get our other big guys back? Have you heard any word on that? Well, we got Toppin, and Toppin is a special player.
Oh, he's super
Unbelievable.
special. Yeah, he's
how good
gifted.
He is.
I don't say that casual. He's gifted, man.
He is.
Yeah. And the other guys, whatever they put out officially, man, I don't really have no inside track on that and couldn't share it if I did. But I think they're making progress. That's all we can say.
Good.
You know what I mean? And it's a great coaching staff. They able to make adjustments, man. They getting them ready.
All right, you mentioned earlier about playing 35, 36 minutes, 37 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting up there in the stands going, we've got a lot of guys over on the end of the bench that work their tail off probably as hard as the guys that are on the floor and the ones sitting by the coach. And I'm wondering why you're up 30 points, and you've coached. So help me understand this. That when you're up big, why some of those kids that
you're asking a very, very, very loaded question there.
Yes.
Well, when it comes to basketball philosophy, you probably need at least 3 shows to have me on, right? And then the next thing is,
well, you're welcome anytime.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Now you're talking about me speaking on somebody else's philosophy. Point is, at this point, at this level, that's a business. This is not feel-good basketball. Yeah. This is a business, and whatever.
Mama wants you to play.
That these my sunshine got to play stuff. That's been out the door. Okay, but to be honest, there's always a rhyme or reason why a coach of that level, does anything. And it's not because he didn't think about it. If you thought about it, he thought about it 10,000 times more than you.
I agree with that.
The only difference is he doesn't have the emotions and the lack of information, right? So
he's smarter.
So, it's his ship, right? It's like the same thing with the station. Like, we could ask, why is it so dark in here? Why you don't make it white? And then you like, but you do know this is insulation for sound, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But it's ugly. I don't want it here. So that's how these opinions go. You know what I mean? So
all right. I understand what you're saying.
It's explaining that part. Like, that's how that works.
But I do want to go back to...
Go ahead.
Like the other day, we're up big, and I'm seeing Chris out there on the floor.
Yeah.
And I see Toppin out there on the floor, and I'm going, all I got to do is go up and come down and land on a foot.
Oh, you can't play basketball. Yeah, but you can't play basketball.
Scared.
You can't play basketball that way. It can happen if you play 1 minute or 40 minutes, or it can happen on the bench on the way back. So you don't play basketball that way.
But I will say this. If you're up 30 points and you're sitting over there watching the kids, the other whoever,
they're not kids. They're not kids. They're baskbasketball players.
All right, and you're watching those athletes, those gifted athletes.
No, it's
out
not
there
that.
On the
it's
floor.
not that. They have a job. No. What I'm not trying to make a mockery out of it. What I'm saying is, they are paid to be there. They're basketball players. They're not kids. They're not gifted athletes. They're none of that. They basketball players employed by Texas Tech.
Let me change the question entirely. All right. You used to coach.
Yes, sir.
And when you were up big, and your best players out there on the floor,
you make statements.
Would you
make statements? Yes, this is a statement league, absolutely. So you don't think it. So, and this is funny because if we beat a bad team by 1, you got a lot of comments, right? But then when you up 30, then we got to find a balance or when to pull back, when to call the dogs back. So it's either you do it or you don't, right? Like some people run the score up to make statements and to let their players do what they do because this happens all the time in high school. The people are so unaware of dynamics, right? So let's just say you a coach at the collegiate level and you're recruiting a high school guy, right? Mm-hmm. And you got a really good kid at a very bad team, and they win every game because they get by 40, and you pull him out early every single game because you don't want him to get hurt, and he doesn't have the numbers to go to the college, right? So now what you explaining to them? We did it for the goodwill of basketball, so all the mommies can
nice.
feel good.
Yeah.
That's not how this works whatsoever, right? And I take this very serious, obviously.
Well, you do. But here's funny, and I saw it this week at the Caprock tournament. And I see it all the time because I do a lot of games in high school. And the team will be up substantially, 20, 25, 30 points.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of kids that don't ever play.
Yeah.
In the last 30 seconds, coach will put them in.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, why put him in now? But the kid wants to go in.
They part of it.
Yeah,
they part of
the
it.
team.
You want to do that, and you can dress it up nice. I'm just not going to do that on live TV or radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dress it nice. I'm telling you how it works. You know what I mean? And it's levels to everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So actually, it wasn't 30 seconds that he let them play. Last game, we kind of had an idea who we playing, and I told Lukai already knew he's probably not going to play the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Which is not what he wants to do, but that's what's just going to happen at this level. You know what I'm saying? So you let the other guys on the bench play the last quarter and enjoy the process as well. You know what I mean? And that at this level, it makes a lot of sense. At the Big 12 level, it makes no sense whatsoever to think that way. Yeah.
It's something. Lukai, I think, had 32 points in the championship game.
He did.
32.
In the double overtime, so it's a little skewed there. Yeah.
Well,
he didn't play that well.
No, he didn't play his best game.
No.
That one game that you and I were at watching, that he played unbelievable.
Yeah, he's
over at the Monterey gym.
Yeah, he's getting engaged a little at different times, and it's a difficult situation for us. But it is what it is. We here, we embrace it. We're gonna keep playing, and he's helping the team win.
Well, I know where you came up with the name Chris or Christian. Where did you come up with Lukai?
Oh man, that's
a unique name.
This guy right here, man. I love it. So very unique name. It doesn't exist. And ironically, we did it in Germany, where they told me I can't name my son that because they have a book with names.
Yeah.
In Germany.
And the name has to be in the book.
Yeah. It has to be. Yeah. So half the names over here wouldn't kind of fly. No. So I explained it to you exactly. So I'm Christian. My wife is Yolanda. And when we had our first baby, I knew I was going to have a Christian, right? That was out the question. So, but my daughter came first, so we did something close to Yolanda, Alondra, right?
Alondra.
So loved the name. First time my wife heard it.
Is that in the German book of names?
Nah, it's not. But we weren't in. Well, we actually were in Germany, but we was on our way out.
Okay.
Right. So nobody could tell me. So once I did all the birth certificate stuff and all that, we was already back home. And but with Lukai was dead smack in the middle of his season, and he was born over there, had to go to the council, and they was like, man, we can't use that name. So I had to fight for it. But so the way Lukai is like, my wife likes the German name Kai, and I like Luke from Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
And nothing would make me happier to call my son Luke, like the Luke Skywalker joint, with the Yoda and
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Really
So
it's good.
So what we did was his name is spelled Lucai, right?
Yeah.
And the C stands for Chris, his brother. The A stands for Alondra, his sister at the time, and I, meaning Lukai. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we kind of.
That's great.
Put that together. Luke, my version, Kai, her version, put together, but the C and the A and the I stands for those three.
Well thought out.
It's really complicated.
Y'all are a thinking family.
I can't even tell you how much amazing things we had to go through with this family.
And the Germans were okay with you naming?
No, but I just told them, hey man, I got 2 passports. Right now I'm using my American passport. I don't have an American passport still to this day, but my American rights.
Yeah.
I'm using that here in Germany, and they was like, all right, whatever, man. So
good.
They let him go. It was awesome.
Don't mess with us. You know what happened last time you messed with us.
You know what I mean? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good though. Yeah. Good question. Good question.
There's a comedian that's talking about. He goes, it's a lot goes into a name, and he goes, like if Hitler's parents would have named him Chip, World War II would have never happened.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nobody's going to follow Chip Hitler.
That is crazy. Well, there's a lot of things about Adolf Hitler that people don't know, man. He's not even from Germany. Ain't that something?
Oh, yeah. He is? He's not from Germany?
No, and he didn't have blue eyes, and he wasn't blonde, man. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
But that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah,
brother.
And he had one pitiful mustache.
Yeah. No.
He said no.
Says it a Hitler emoji.
He's grown his out for tech football.
Okay.
J-Rod, you know,
that's-
we're all.
that's
My
what-
J-Rod look.
Okay, is that what it is? Okay,
Yeah.
About time to go.
I got you.
Let's see.
It's about time.
Texter says,
Now it's time to go.
we have to figure out which question. Texter says, really an improper question, Ashby. Got to do better.
It's hard to know
I'm
which one you
assuming-
asked.
Which one?
Yeah, it could have been any number of questions. I think it's probably the one about playing time.
Yeah, playing time. But you answered it extremely well. You know, I always played on teams in basketball in particular that I coached when I was coaching. I wanted 7 to 8 guys that could play, that I could, 7 to 8. 5 that were going to be in there most of the time,
Yeah.
and a couple coming off the bench when we needed them. You know, this deal about
Well, what you don't want to do is have 12 guys and classify them that way, right?
Yeah.
There's things that happens, and
well, I didn't tell them that.
I'm just saying, just generally
Yeah.
speaking, you know what I mean? Even like you don't want to disguise it, but you don't want to make promises as a coach, but you want to let them guys know that they're part of something bigger than themselves, and they have to make this work together.
Exactly.
That's what you sign up for. Winning programs, you sign up for different coaches, man. Different promises, different setups, different philosophies. You know
These
what I mean?
guys got to go hard, push the guys to make everybody better.
Hey, and they invaluable in practices. You know what I mean? They spirit and again, like when you caught up on, you got to jump in there. We did it last year. You know what I mean? Chris was out there in the corner and was ready whenever he was caught up on. Wasn't as often as he would have liked, but. Coach believed in him, and I believe in Coach and the system and this winning program, and love to be part of it, man. And that's why we came back, and it's a really, really big deal. It's the money that's flying out there is amazing, and it's everybody's pulling, and but it was a no-brainer for my son and myself to. And
I'm glad
Yeah.
that they have a dad like you and a mom like Yolanda. Because y'all ground them.
Appreciate it, man.
Y'all ground them and get them. Because you can get crazy with what's going on today.
Yeah, for sure. I even had to make sure he get his car. You know what I mean? Like, he was going to ask me, because I always had this old car. It's a little bit older, and he would have taken it in a heartbeat. But I did have to sell it coming up here, and so I was like, I'm gonna get you. And he wanted that one, you know what I mean? Like a 2010, whatever, 12, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, we're not doing that, man. He's so. Somebody asked him that when he had Michigan back in the day, and he averaged 30. He was actually leading the nation in scoring. And it's like, so you lead the nation in scoring. You got Michigan. I mean, what else you play basketball for at this point, right? It's like, and he's like looking like, what you mean? Like, I got a goal. I'm pursuing that. And that's well beyond basketball in college or in high school or whatever, or in accolades and stuff like that. He actually devoted himself to the game, just like Lukai did. And it's funny when people judge you and they don't take that situation into account that they're in, you know what I mean? So what if Lukai came out here and tried to shoot really for every ball that he can get his hands on? It seems like he's doing it now with his little 18, 19 shots, but man, he's trying to make this a community effort, trying to work. And he's with the handbrakes on, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then it's considered passive, right? But then if he goes all in and let you know what we're doing around here, then it's like, oh, this guy's super selfish, you know what I mean? And you just can't win. And so that's why you make decisions. Yeah, for sure. So,
well, he's got a good team he's on. He's got good players around.
Yes, sir. And that was selected. You know what I mean? Could have went to any school in the city. We did select Trinity. We did come back. Same thing with Chris, and they understand the process. They're very well aware of the process, and I think I'm so proud of them. Fran Franchilla asked me how I felt when I saw the Duke game. If I was like just losing my mind, I said, no. No, like I was happy for the team, and I'm glad that we're kicking butt in the Madison Square Garden. But it's just like. Because he's like, I'm surprised. You surprised what he did in that half, right? Like, I'm like, no, I'm not.
It was impressive.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. I'm impressed when he was running 4 miles at 3 years old, or vice versa. That's when I was impressed. I'm like, I'm telling him he's doing it. Like, that's impressive. And to go back to your question, that's what he's eating off now, because they have substance in what they're doing. So when you run at 4 years old. Nobody's going to tell you at 14 years old what this is going to look like, right? And Chris was always smaller than everybody, and I called him Minnie Mouse at the time. So so when the coach called you Minnie Mouse or you're not getting recruited, you prepared for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the grounding comes from sharing what I know. It might not be much, but what I do know, I try to let them know everything, and they responding so beautifully too.
Well, I'll tell you, you know a lot.
I'm so proud of them.
You've given such great words here this morning. I mean,
I appreciate it.
Hope
man.
people are listening.
I appreciate it.
Hope people are listening and going, I got to do better. I'm going to go run 3 miles today.
Well, it's all about purpose, brother, man. But even when I talked with you and Coach the other day, man, I was like, whatever you got going on, I have to come and support you, man. You're an awesome guy.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I love the energy, man.
All right, Chris, we got 1 minute left, so
Yes, sir.
share some knowledge with us.
He's already
and I'm going to share some knowledge. Is here's one thing I'm taking away today is
Yes, sir.
Chris Anderson was brought up in a wonderful environment that helped propel him to the greatness that he is, and he is great. And also that his name is Chris now and not Christian.
So call him Chris.
All right. Now you got 30 seconds.
Yes, sir. Now I appreciate you guys, first of all, for inviting me, man. Enjoyed you guys. Enjoyed your perspective.
We just have fun.
You bleed and live and breathe
we
and
do.
lead this, and I can nothing but commend you guys, man. I appreciate you guys.
Raiders.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it. We'll see you at the ball game today.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right.
Let's go get
Wreck
him.
'em.
Guns up.
You bet.
All right, my brother.
You've been listening to the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3. Catch the show live Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on Double T 97.3 FM or on the Double T 97.3 mobile app.